I'm a pretty big fan of Peak Design's everyday case, no matter which phone is in my pocket. It's still on both my iPhone 15 and Pixel 8 Pro, and now it's taken up residence on my Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. This version of the everyday case is pretty much the same as those that have gone before it, combining a tough nylon back with a flexible polycarbonate frame and an all-important Slim Link mounting point on the back. That Slim Link mount is actually what keeps me coming back to the Peak Design everyday case for new phones, as it allows them to work seamlessly with Peak's other accessories like car mounts and tripods. The branding on the case is almost non-existent too, showing up as little more than a small logo on the top corner. On top of the Slim Link support, Peak's everyday case also has two places where you can attach anchors to use with camera straps. I usually use a Peak Design wrist strap when running and gunning with my mirrorless camera, so I actually really appreciate having the same security with my Galaxy S24 Ultra. Those mounting points, however, sit along the bottom edge of the case, which makes life a little bit tricky when you have to charge your phone. The opening around the USB-C port isn't very big, so some of your cables, like those that often come with laptops, might not fit. I've also had some trouble getting the S Pen in and out of its slot due to the thickness of the lip and the size of its opening. Mentioning the S Pen, it's time to talk about Peak Design's double-edged sword. Although it's nice to see the brand incorporate MagSafe support into its everyday case for Android brands, it presents a major problem for the Galaxy S24 Ultra in particular. The presence of magnets on the back of the phone interferes with using the S Pen to the point where I noticed some notes and scribbles were coming out half finished, almost like I was using a real pen that was low on ink. It's also kind of tricky to line up one of Peak's wallets on the back of the S24 Ultra because it sits just a little bit too high to the point where it's blocking out one of the camera sensors. Thankfully, you won't notice the S Pen quirk with either the Galaxy S24 or the Galaxy S24 Plus, as they don't support the stylus, but it's a steep price to pay when you can't use one of your phone's key features. Another knock to the everyday case is that it's not available for the Galaxy S24 series in quite as many colors as it is for the Pixel 8 or the iPhone 15. It only comes in charcoal and midnight, which are black and blue, skipping out on sage, sun, and redwood, or green, yellow, and red. That said, it's still one of the better Galaxy S24 cases if you want to accessorize or if you're already in the Peak Design ecosystem, and you can pick it up for $49 for the base everyday case, or $59 for the everyday case with a finger loop for extra grip.